Surprise as popular pastor drops striking prophecy on Tinubu, not completing 8 years in office. Nigerians, this is really shocking. Welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Prophet Elisha Bamidele, the General Overseer, GO of the Christ House of Prayer and Deliverance Ministries in Lagos, has recounted words he claims God revealed to him. According to the Lagos-based prophet, he said Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, cannot be ousted from power. However, he urged Nigerians to stand by the president and to hope that God preserves his life. According to the prophet, Tinubu would serve out the full 8 years that are permitted by the Constitution, and nothing would stop him from ruling within that 8 years. He recently told his congregation that he does not in any way anticipate anyone replacing the APC leader as president. The prophet, however, continued by saying that Tinubu's position as leader of the country cannot be altered. He said everybody should pray for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He is the president of Nigeria. There is nothing you and I can do about it. He added, and I did not see anybody taking over that seat from him. That man, President Tinubu, will complete his 8 years. As long as God keeps him alive, 8 years will complete. Just pray that God should keep him alive, because even if he dies, Peter Obi cannot go there. Someone around him, Tinubu, will take over. In a previous prophecy, Primate Elisha Ayodele, who prophesied the outcome of the 2023 presidential election and the chances of the APC, PDP, and Labour Party in the election, had indicated that Bola Tinubu would only rule Nigeria for one term, and that the PDP and the Labour Party were only joking. He said God told the primate Elisha Ayodele, according to him, that Bola Tinubu would only be in power for one term in Nigeria. The ruling party, according to the clergyman, has maximized all of his resources, including his spiritual might, in order to win the 2023 election. In a popular video posted on his social media profile under the handle Dinwan Aye Koto, the religious figure claimed that the government had used all of its resources, including spiritual and material ones, to maintain control. Peter Obi, the Labour Party's presidential candidate, was also cancelled by him not to get carried away by the exuberance on social media. Also, Prophet Bamidele Elisha revealed this shocking news about the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi. According to him, he said that is what God showed him in the vision. He said in a vision, the prophet Elisha Bamidele of the Christ House of Prayer and Deliverance Ministry in Lagos said he saw Peter Obi chained up and restricted in same way. Obi, who was formerly the governor of Anambra State, is currently running for the presidency on the ticket of the Labour Party, and he is contesting in court President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's victory in the general election that was held earlier this year. Tinubu's victory is being challenged by Obi on the grounds that the election was not carried out in a free and fair manner, which would render the vote illegal. Obi is arguing or urging that this would render the vote illegitimate. During a recent sermon that Prophet Bamidele who just prophesied about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu too, that said he did not see Bola Ahmed Tinubu leaving his office, that Tinubu is going to complete his 8 years. He's still the same person talking. So during a recent sermon that the prophet Bamidele gave to his audience, that is his church member, he said Obi was giving the following piece of advice. Obi was giving the following piece of advice from the prophet, that is Bamidele. You should ever find yourself in the custody of the Department of State Service, TSS, in Abuja, exercise extreme caution. Bamidele made these comments in the spirit of the fact that Obi had only very recently been arrested and put into custody. It is essential that you keep this in mind. I looked over and saw Peter Obi holding a pair of handcuffs. This is the advice that I have for Peter Obi. Be careful, because I witnessed it. Should I refer to it as a conspiracy? I saw him when he was being held by the DSS in the hopes that his legal situation won't be any more difficult than of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I was able to see it quite clear. Peter Obi had to be very careful of what he says during this time period, and of the interviews that he grants, because they want to use his words against him. And I noticed that he was being held by DSS with handcuffs on his hand. Peter Obi, I want to caution you about the types of interviews that you give. He have said, una see the different prophecies when he don't give. Abeg, make I leave una, make una just comment, share, like. Thank you for always coming out here. Bye for now.